What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Miggity ModSauce. That's right. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm over in the Nether. I was really curious to see how our quarry was doing over here, as well as what type of a mess it was making. And believe you me, it's a mess. It looks horrible. I feel so bad. It's a good thing that we're going to be resetting the Nether. But if I do this in the future, let's kind of fly around and take a peek. Oh my goodness, look at this. It looks horrible. There's just all these huge floating lava things. So there's quite a few bits of liquid that this isn't able to pick up, our ender quarry. And look at, this is actual source blocks. I can go through and I can just grab them. So kind of a mess. I'm thinking if I do this in the future, I'm not going to do the whole upgrade anymore. We can see there's bedrock in the ceiling. Whoa! Bedrock on the ceiling, lava on the ground, and it is just a mess. No one would be able to navigate through this without flying. And even then, if you don't have lava protection, it's pretty difficult to fly fast. So it's a mess, and it's almost as far as the eye can see. I mean, look at this. This is just, I still have to render in a whole bunch. But just look at this. It's craziness. And our quarry, it's gonna go. It's only done, it looks like, well, actually, you know what? Part of that might just not have rendered in yet. Because, as you know, this mini-map doesn't update until I've gone to it. But this is how big it's going to be. That's huge. It's pretty far. No one's probably going to come over here. So I'm not too worried about it. But still, it is just messy. It's just messy. So we're not going to do things like that anymore. And we'll test it out. We'll do it smaller next time to really see what we're doing. And it's cool because when I'm getting all these nether ores, I really don't have to do quarrying in the overworld as much, or the mining world. I'm getting just about everything that I could want right here. I guess Certus quartz is something they don't have the nether ore for, and that's something that's super important. Go away, Ghast. Anywho, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of updates going on with the server. Let's use the dimensional changer and get the heck out of here. I'm going to leave that world upgrade on and everything on because I don't want it to mess up. Oh my goodness, still fall through the world. But I'm going to leave all that stuff on until we reset the Nether. That's probably going to happen really soon. But we did get an update in ModSauce. Yes, an update. It's about time we got an update. There's lots of cool new things. I can't even begin to start with all the new updates and cool stuff. One thing that's kind of important, that's going to be super helpful for us, is that those quarries, the ender quarries, they don't take nearly as much power now. The speed 3, let's actually see if we can find it. The NEI also updates super duper fast, which is really cool. So if we go down to extra utilities, let's see, extra utilities, a lot of stuff updated there. Look at how fast that went. I'm so happy with that. Let's see, where are the ender quarry upgrades? I don't see them on that page. Here we go. So remember before the multiplier, it used to be up to, I think it was 70 for the speed 3. Now it's only times 2. So that's like barely anything. It's crazy. Used to be, and look at even maybe it was times 20 before. I feel like it was more than that. But anyway, even if it was times 20, the difference between times 20 and times 2, that's huge. And we're never going to be using Fortune because, oh, look, yeah, there we go. Fortune 3 times 80. 80! It's craziness. Who would ever use that? That's so silly when there's so many other ways to Fortune. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Also, you notice there's diamond spikes now. What do diamond spikes do? There isn't, doesn't look like it's telling you. Oh, and it looks like the, what is this? This is part of equivalent exchange. Looks like equivalent exchange. There might be updates on that too. That's pretty cool. That could be something we look into. But yes, in addition to iron spikes, we now have wood spikes. We now have diamond spikes and gold spikes. All very cool. I have no idea what they all do. we're going to have to test it out. But I'm super excited. Now, because these things take way less power, our solars can more than handle multiple quarries, which means this guy is always going to be full now, which means we probably have a crap ton of stars. Let's actually check this out. Let's see. Where's my little remote emote? Here we go. So let's see how many stars we have. Again, we're not going to have a lot of skulls, but stars, 6,000. 6,000. We just did the update, I think yesterday or last night. So yeah, in one day, already 6,000 nether stars. This is craziness. This is nuts. These still produce just as much power, but yeah, we're not using it. So I could either knock that out and just put on more solars there. But that's pretty cool. These should all be full. Oh my goodness, we have so much power. We can rule the world. Rule ModSauce. Oh, King Corp. So power's never going to be an issue again. At least I don't think so. So anyway, why don't we play around a little bit with some of these new updated blocks, just for a little bit, at least the spikes. I want to show you a few other things that are updated, and then let's get back to our super cool ore processing that we're doing with Mechanism. I think that'll be neato. Oh man, I'm so excited. I was looking through more of the change logs of things that happened. Apparently, first of all, Mechanism wires don't seem to be working. Slip was having problems with it. But anyway, what has been the bane of my existence, these hyper transfer nodes. Supposedly, it's been fixed. Supposedly, they will now drop a hyper transfer node. It looks like it. And it is, thank goodness, that finally got fixed. Oh my goodness, that has been so annoying. We have just lost so much bedrockium because of that. Now these should all be filled with the hypernodes. Let me turn my magnet back on. I was over helping Slipgator with his problems. Oh man, hyper. And I guess these aren't that expensive for us anymore, but at first, with our bedrockium production, they were a bit expensive. Ooh, and look at all the upgrades that we got from that too. Cool. Is there anything else in here? There's nothing really else of importance in here. Suppose we should just empty that all out, knock that out. What do I have in here? A couple of other upgrades. I guess we can grab these out. In fact, all that stuff can probably come out. None of that's really that important to be here anymore. So grab all that, and I'll transfer that over through our ender bag. Where's our ender bag? I always have problems finding it. There we go. And I've stopped using, I switched off of all these old chunk loaders. They probably are fine, but I switched off of them. I like the chicken chunks better, so that's cool. We got all of our hypernodes, get all this junk and jazz in there. I don't know if the spawner problem was fixed, because that wasn't like a problem with the mod, it was a problem with the server config. So hopefully someone got around to that. I don't really know. I'm not going to test out because we're not going to be able to see it. It's only for someone that has access to the console. I don't even remember what went through that ender thingamabobber. So anyway, that's out. We can set up a new quarry today. Obviously, you can see this world hasn't been reset yet. We have all the windmills out, and there's not really much that we lose at this point, but just good to know, good to take note of. Next, I was working on the spikes. So I've got wooden spikes. They are craftable now. So let's see, spikes. So the old recipe for these should still work. Yep, looks like it's the same. We've got the wooden recipe, which is, it's the same thing, but with wood instead of iron. Now these guys are pretty cool. Ooh, and that makes 4. I guess the iron one's made 4 too. These ones are pretty cool. Basically, what these are supposed to do is drop down the damage of whatever mob that goes on them down to a single heart. Then it will stop damaging them. Which actually, that could be kind of useful for our wither thing, since it's not a one-hit kill with our wither banes. So that might be a thing. That might be a thing that we add into there. It could potentially make it go faster. But again, I don't think it's too much of a problem. To get to the next level of spikes, by the way, there's also this super cool curse blade. It's a work in progress. There's no crafting recipe for it yet, but it looks like it'll be pretty cool. I think our swords are actually still better. what is it, attack plus 60? That's so ridiculous. So it's probably still better than what this is going to be, but that looks super cool. It looks like a ninja katana blade, something of that matter. So pretty neat. Did I pass the spikes yet? All right, so the recipe for the golden spikes. This is going to take the magical wood, which you can just craft up with any enchanted book. But there's another way to do it, and we did this a long time ago in the LP, but it ended up getting ripped out. Just because of the whole berry things being annoying, like flying around on the screen. That was caused by the XP berries. But we're getting plenty of XP now. We have over 5,000 buckets of XP, and it's a pretty renewable source. You can see that number does go up. Slowly, but it does go up. We should actually probably put in a fluid transposer and start adding in more machines to fill stuff up. So I think I'm going to do that with the XP really quickly. Right here looks like a good spot. Over here, I wanted to add in more spots for redstone, just because when we do try and craft like the crazy solar panels, this ends up being a bottleneck. I end up running out of the stabilized redstone. So that's in the future where that's going to go. Also, I want to check if the bug was fixed. Let's see. Bucket. I'm pretty sure I showed in the last episode. Where's a empty bucket? Let's craft up 10. I'm pretty sure I showed this, but recently, in actually the last episode, when you tried to autocraft stuff with these buckets into lava, that's kind of crazy. You know what? That's really weird, because earlier today it wasn't doing that, and now all of a sudden it is doing it again. It was like fixed, and now it's not fixed anymore. That's really weird. What? That is really, really freaking weird. I swore, like, I tested this out earlier today and it worked, and now it's not working. Oh, it makes me so mad, makes me so mad. I thought that was fixed and now it's not. Oh wells. Oh wells, what are you going to do? Not really much you can do. Anywho, where were we? What were we doing? Yes, I'm going to install this guy in similar fashion to what we do with the lava and everything like that into a new fluid transposer. So let me take care of that, and then we'll craft up the rest of the spikes. All right, so it's a little ugly. It'll end up looking just like this though when we're finished. So I think that's okay. It should be a problem. We'll work around it. Anyway, I had to end up making a new signal tesseract. So this is coming in from our skeleton, the wither skeletons that are making the XP. Then it's going to be coming out to there. I have that set so it's not connecting to the thing in the back there. And then this new signal, this is sending the fluid to a new signal, which is then going into here, and you can see it already filled up. So sweet. Then I can just put a facade right there, and it will cover it up. Did we already put our 2 recipes in there? Yep, so we have both recipes in there. I'll probably end up making a second one just to make it even looking and do one of each recipe. So I think that'll be good. We can throw the facade on there. Cool, and that's covered up. And then right here we can throw the microblock cover. There. And it looks all good. Once it's all filled in, we'll put in more covers in the back, and like I said, it'll look identical to this one. So pretty sweet. We also need to set up a new lava thing. We have plenty of lava here, and this isn't working as I showed a moment ago anyway. But in any case, the good news is that we should be all good to craft up our magic wood. Why don't we watch this happen? So once it goes into here and crafts, it's going to get sucked out into this guy, which then goes into our AE system. So let's test it out. See what happens. Let's go. I don't know why I keep spelling magic with AJ. Let's take those out just so we can visually see it. Let's craft up 10. I don't know if 10 is going to be a lot. Let's watch this happen. It should be working. Oh, and we got to put in all of our augmentation upgrades to make it go faster too. That is a good call. I just want to see it happen. Yes, and it made it, and it sucked it out. Perfect. So augmentations, how do we have these? I think it's just all... Oh, do we not have augmentations on any of these? Huh, that's interesting. I probably should put them so it will go faster. In any case, I'm pretty happy. That works. We can now craft up our golden spikes. Also, by the way, look at this. There was an update to the whole slime thing, or all the player heads. Remember, they used to just show up as black heads? Now they all actually always had the animation, which is super sweet, and they added in slime heads. Remember, we were trying to find this? We were trying to find this for the longest time. I love my slime head. It's so cool. We only have one. In fact, I don't even know where I got it from. But let's set it in. That's cool. We have to do a collection now of these since they actually look cooler. Make sure we're not throwing too many away. But that's sweet. Let's go ahead. Let's check out now the gold spikes. All right. So all the recipes are in. We should be able to just craft them up now. So spikes. Already did some gold spikes. Let's do the diamond spikes now. And that's just the same pattern as the other, but in place of the magical books, you have the golden spikes. And then in place of the gold, you have the diamonds. All right. So we have all the different spikes now. And then, of course, iron spikes. Interesting. Now, I don't know if iron spikes actually changed. I think iron spikes still do the same thing they always did. And they obviously drop XP. I'm pretty sure they do. Maybe they only dropped XP because it was killed with the sword and the autonomous activator. That actually is probably the case. So now if we wanted the XP drops, we'd have to use the gold spikes. And with the diamond did it as if it was killed by a player. And the iron spikes is, I guess, it's only drops killed by a player. So what the heck do the iron spikes do now? I don't know. We'll have to look. We'll have to go look. Let's take all these spikes with us. Let me see. What are other things? We can also now, which is kind of cool, supposedly we can dye all of our golden bags of holding. So let's say the extra utilities one. We use this all the time. Hopefully it won't delete everything in there. And I'm not seeing different colors of them. So maybe that's not in this update yet. But in the newest update, I thought we were. It said we were able to dye them. So I don't know. But that's going to be a thing if it's not a thing yet. So anyway, why don't we go test out these spikes, just see what they do. I think that'll be cool. All right, so here's going to be where we test it. This is, in fact, probably the easiest spot to see what happens. Actually, you know what? No, this will be the easiest spot with the least amount of spikes. So anyway, I'm going to turn off the system real quick. So this should stop any new mobs from spawning in shortly. There might be like 1 or 2 extras because that just turned off the Tesseract. Once we're sure that there's no guys, okay, no new guys spawning in, let's shut off the activators. So now you can see they're not doing their animation. That's all gone. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try each type of spike, I think just right there in the bottom. We're going to have to rework this a little bit. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess. It's okay, though. I can't even tell some of the places that I have glass versus don't. Let's go like this. Let's just put a single spike down. And I guess we can start with... Let's start with the iron spike. I know that's an old spike, but let's just confirm what the iron spike did already. So we'll go like that, and we'll see what happens. Are we going to get any of the rare drops? Our activators are off. So let's hang out here. Let's find out, do we get any XP from this? Takes a little while for them to die, but they do die. Come on, guys. And let me clear out all the rest of my drops just to make sure there's nothing else on me. All right, so we only got bones that time. We didn't get necrotic bones. We didn't get a skull. We didn't get anything. And of course, the skulls are still a rare drop, even if that's the case. So we're getting bones and coal. So I'm going to sit here for a little bit and see if anything changes. All right, guys, it's been about 3 minutes. Enough, I think, to really see what's going on. Notice we're getting no XP whatsoever. Now let's see what other drops that we got. Let's shut it off. So they are breaking down occasionally into the little single 1x1 heads. So that's something to note. They do that. This is basically, I think, mimicking pretty much fall damage. I did get a Wither Skeleton Skull, which that was kind of weird because I thought that could only be done by a player kill, but no necrotic bones. So that's kind of interesting. So it seems like this spike more or less simulates being killed by the same as like fall damage or natural death, not a player death. So kind of interesting. Also, I can see how this trap already, there has to be a third guy spawn in. Otherwise, they get stuck. Is that enough to turn it on to get a third guy? Oh no, even if there's a third guy, that's really annoying. That's a bad, poorly done on my account. All right, let's try and knock one of these guys. Actually, I can just do this. All right, so that was taken care of. We only got the one skull. Now we probably have 3 skulls because we just killed them with our swords. So interesting. I think that's how these acted before. Notice we got a necrotic bone immediately because it was a player kill. Oh yeah, and Corral's joined. I didn't even notice that before. So cool, very cool. Let's try now the next spikes. The golden spikes simulate, I guess, still not a player kill. Like, we shouldn't get any new types of drops, but this should give us XP as well. And this is, I want to see, can we put, yeah, we can't put a conveyor belt on top of that. I wonder if this thing, how this thing works. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like that. It's not a big deal. We should get XP, and you know what? Maybe the XP will roll over anyway. We'll find out what happens. So we're going to do that spike, and we'll just block this in with marble. Or actually with the glass. Alright, so nothing should be able to get out. And these spikes are weird. I guess they act as a full block. You can see the hitbox is pretty big on them. So I'm not able to like right-click past them. See, like right now I'm right-clicking. And it's not letting me right-click past them. So kind of interesting. Anyway, let's turn it back on. And based on the description, the only new thing that should happen is XP. And I threw all my drops out. Good. So this would be interesting. It would be actually kind of cool if there was like no mob drops. Huh. I don't see the XP. Oh, okay. So we get the normal mob drops so far. But I'm not seeing XP come out. Oh, I heard XP. I heard it. Is it every time? Oh, no, I guess it is every time. All right, that's cool. So I'm going to hang out for a couple minutes. We'll find out if there's any additional drops from this or if it's only the XP. That's what I'm expecting, only the XP. Oh man, so this is very strange. I haven't got any Wither Skulls yet, which is to be expected. That normally, I guess if it was just a normal rare drop, I think it's like 1 out of every like 100, maybe even more than that for a rare drop. But this one did give me necrotic bones. It also gave me a miniature red heart. So that's interesting. Both of these, I thought we confirmed that this was player kill only, but I guess it's also just a really rare drop. And then this one, I definitely thought was player kill, but hey, we got it somehow. I don't even know. I don't even know, bro. So let's shut it back off now. Definitely is giving XP for every kill, though. As you can see, when we started this, I had 66. I'm at 67 now. So that's a definite thing. Ooh, look at that. Now I even got this mob skull. So that's interesting. I don't know. I do not know. Let's get all these guys killed off. It's good to know that these swords actually are able to hit the guys. So that's really not that bad of a system. How I have it, it's not bottlenecking that bad. And look at that. Oh no, that's because we did those. All right, so final spike to test out. Let's do the diamond spikes now. Did I break anything? I hope not. Oh. Are those off? Okay, and that's the XP drain. Okay, so now, final spike to test out. Let's do the diamond spike. And yes, set that right there. Let's put the glass back on. Let's once again, and this is supposed to, I don't think do XP, but this is supposed to be player kill. So this will be kind of interesting. Maybe this player kill one, maybe it will give a higher, it should give a higher yield of the wither skulls. I don't have anything else in my inventory. All right, good. Good. Let's see what happens now. So I really don't know, guys. Both the iron and gold spikes didn't do what I expected it to do. So that was already a little disappointing. But let's see what happens here. So player kill, I'm also noticing it looks like they're getting killed faster. Oh, maybe not. I would assume it does more damage. I didn't really take that into consideration previously. So already got a necrotic bone. We'll see how this goes. Be back in a moment. Alright, so it's been about the same amount of time for the diamond spikes as the others. I did it all up to about the time when I got a stack of bones. And you can see we have a lot more necrotic bones. So it does look like how it describes it. The player kill, it does look like the rare drops are going to be more. And maybe it's because of another mod that we're even getting. Because necrotic bones, that's added from Tinker's Construct. So that could be something that's buggy in that as far as how those drop. Whoa! That's crazy. That whole time we didn't get any hearts, but all of a sudden we got them now. But in any case, yeah, it does look like it's doing the player kill. It's giving us XP as well, which is very cool. So it's kind of like each spike stacks upon the previous. So interesting. I can definitely see uses for this. But now my probably favorite spike, or at least I almost think would be the most useful, in at least for us in situations, is going to be this wooden one. And the wooden one, it says, brings it down to 1 heart. I know I've said this several times throughout the episode. Let's just wait for these guys to die. Come on, die, bugger. Let's do the same thing. Let's switch it out. And the reason I think this could be useful is because... Ooh. Knock you out. Is because, like I said, these swords, the damage value that it's able to do, it only does 6 hearts. So we could even possibly change this to a different material if we were able to bring it down to 1 heart before it killed him. So that's kind of interesting. We'll just set this guy here. I'd have to do this setup a little bit differently so that we didn't have conveyors. So maybe like move these two, 1 there and 1 there. That probably would work out a little bit better. But let's see how this does. Let's fill this in with the glass. Let's start her up. And now none of the mobs should die. Boom. Oh, but it takes them a long time to go down to that 1 heart. That's the only negative. But yeah, you can see right there. It brings it down to 1 heart. That's kind of cool. I'm interested now. Am I able to... Let's see, the Tinker's Glass. Should be able to break for hands and still get it back. Can you one-hit kill these guys? Oh, that was a 1-hit kill. We gotta wait till they're all down to 1 heart. See, that's kind of annoying that it's so slow. Because that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Alright, but yeah. I guess in a mob spawner, like, you could set this up. This would maybe be more useful for a vanilla type of thing. But yeah, you can see there'll be a bottleneck in the system. So let's wait for all these guys to get down to 1 heart, and let's see if we can just spam kill them. You know, for like one of the vanilla mob traps, you could just spam kill them like that. But yeah, it does look like it progressively does more damage to the guys on the higher level spikes. So there's a 1-hit guy. 1-hit kill. That's cool. We got another head from that one. So yeah, if you wanted to spam do this... But yeah, it's just the fact that it takes so long for them to get down that's annoying. That's super annoying. You can see, look at, they're all like spammed up. But as soon as I turn this thing on, it clears it out. So, you know what? As cool as all these spikes are, the system we already have up is better. Ah, I don't know. We'll find some other reason to use these spikes in something. But I think that's cool. I think it's cool, and I love it when mod authors do things to update mods. And extra utilities, he does a great job of being pretty frequent in how often he updates. So anyway, let's try and lay this spike in. If we lay this guy here, there we go, upside down. Let's knock this guy out and just get it back the way that we had it. And let's move on. All right. I found maybe a use for using these. If these do indeed kill everything faster, and let's get these swords back in. So if I turn this back on, I just want to see that, first of all, none of the wither skeletons get hit by these spikes. Those are only meant for those little stupid head things. Oh, that one did take a little bit of damage. Oh, nuts. All right, yes, we're still here. So I fixed those two. It's working better. None of them are taking damage. I could actually make those into the wooden spikes. And that could help a little bit, maybe. But as you can see, those wooden spikes really didn't do much damage. So anyway, that's done with. Let's turn these back up. Spikes are cool. I'm even more excited for this sword simply because of the way it looks. And again, not seeing that you can dye the bags. Maybe you can do it and it's just not in the NEI. That definitely could be. But in any case, that's all set. Let's get the heck out of here. There's no new drops. Went through everything else that is like in our systems. I don't see any problems whatsoever. Let's get that guy in there. I don't see any problems whatsoever. I don't know why that just spit out at me. All right, everything looks good. The XP, is the XP still? Yep, XP still going in the barrel. By the way, some people did suggest that I use something else other than this. The XP drain that I'm using now. I guess there's other things, but I mean, that seems to be keeping up just fine. Doesn't seem to have any problems. In fact, I really do like these diamond spikes just because they're killing off those little dumb heads faster. So that's cool. All right, so let's get out of here. Unfortunately, we spent a long time doing all this stuff. We don't have a heck of a lot of time. I'm going to tinker around more with this. I haven't worked on it at all since, I think it was yesterday. No, it was the day before yesterday. 2 days ago that I worked on this. There may be some changes in mechanism that are unfortunate or that could muck this up for a little while. In the update, let's see. Actually, it probably won't be a problem. But in the update for mechanism, let's see how quickly it will load in. It was going really quick, and now it's going slow. All the mechanism stuff now like records in RF, and I think that may just be a config thing for our pack. Oh yeah, see, you can see stored energy, and it's all recorded in RF now. Here we go. So universal cable, no more of this joules junk. I hated those joules thing because you'd have to always do a conversion. I'd always forget what it was because I didn't use it that often. But yeah, now it's all in RF, which is cool, which is very cool. Now, there's one other thing I wanted to, before we get into this, that I wanted to make sure that I talk with you guys about. As you may have noticed, yesterday afternoon or evening, or who knows what time, depending where you live, I uploaded a Team Acer video. And I wanted to let you guys know, I haven't really talked about it anywhere. I am going to be a part of this new team, Team Acer. It is Acer Computers and so forth. It's not, though, for like financial gain or for anything like that. On occasion, they will sometimes give me products and stuff, but I don't really need that stuff that much. I'm doing it more because I thought it was really neat in a way to possibly give back to you guys, because they're doing giveaways for different monitors, different computers, different all sorts of stuff. So it potentially would be a way that I could do something special for you guys that watch the videos, and nothing extra to you guys, just stuff you already do, like comments and stuff like that, or Twitter things. So I thought that was neat, and I thought that it would benefit you guys. Currently, we're doing, it was modded PvP, which I thought was super cool. I wanted to get better at PvP stuff, and this is a way to do it. So far, it's only 3 people. It's me, Biffa, and I think it's pronounced It's Skill, Victor, who's the one that works for Team Acer and got me and Biffa to do it. But I thought it potentially could be something neat. And I don't want you guys to get afraid that I'm selling out per se, or that I'm just doing this to get free stuff for myself or anything like that. No, it's not about that, guys. It's about 3 people online. I hate that. It's even better in vanilla. It's just potentially something fun. And I promise you that it will never, and me recording for those videos or anything like that, it will never get in the way of normal uploads. It will always be extra content, extra above and beyond, you know, the already ModSauce, HermitCrafts, and everything we do. So I wanted to know what your honest opinions are about that, and if you like it. If you guys absolutely hate it, I'm not in any type of contract or anything. It's really at my own discretion what I want to do and how much I want to do it and so forth. So let me know what you guys think. I think it will be fun for some extra videos, and I think I'm going to give it till the end of December when there's the first giveaway for it, and kind of reevaluate things at that point. But I think that it could be really cool and possibly a lot of neat new potential stuff. You know, who knows? Who knows? So let me know what you think about that whole thing. I've never really done anything with any type of corporate sponsor. Again, it's, you know, it's just for their type of events and stuff. So I don't know. I thought it sounded cool. I really would like to know your guys' feedback about it. Anywho, let me see how much time we have left in the episode and what else we can get done. Oh man, we are already over time. So you know what? There's just one last thing I want to do. I want to set up some new quarries, and I thought it was kind of neat the fact that I can now completely auto-craft an ender quarry. All right, guys, so I have all the markers set up for both quarries. So one of them every time we're doing it, 1,000 blocks. So this one right here, this is right in between the 2 new ones. So these are going to be 500 by 1,000 going out in this direction over here. So 500 this way, 1,000 this way, and then this one, 1,000 that way, 500 that way. And then they end up being 1,000 by 1,000. So here's the little thing that I wanted to try out that I thought would be kind of cool. So these upgrades, they're not like out of price. We could of course make these, but it's a pain in the butt because you got to do the enchanting to get each new level up. You can't completely auto-craft it. So I thought it might be kind of neat if we saw if they could share upgrades. You see what I'm getting at? The Silk Touch and the Speed are a bit expensive. So as long as we have 2 of each of these, so let's see, this is the pump upgrade. So let's put in the 2 pump upgrades. So 1 pump upgrade would go there. 1 would go, is that how we want it? No, that's not how we want it. All right, we'll fix it in a second. Don't worry. So we have 1 pump upgrade there. The ender quarry would go on top of the pump upgrade, right? Okay, then we'll have a speed upgrade here. Then on top of this speed upgrade, we'll go to the next quarry. Then we'll have the Silk Touch on top of here. So these 2 upgrades are being shared amongst both quarries. Then we can just go World Hole, and what are the other ones that we have? Why is there only one? Okay, and we already did it. And this is the pump upgrade again. All right, cool. So we have all the upgrades on, but we're able to skimp, hopefully be able to share those. Let's now get the powers on. Both of these tesseracts are sending items. Yep, they should be set. Sending items, sending fluid, receive energy, just like we had before. And I have them also set up so that we can flip them on and off with a lever. Why not, you know? So we'll go like that in case emergency shut off. All right, that's cool. And you know what I'm going to do here? I kind of liked this little trick. We go, oh, why won't it? I think it's when there's not a block there. We can set it like that. See, isn't that neat? I kind of like that. How you can do that. Oh, in fact, when I just break the block, it goes and does that. That's cool. All right, so let's activate both of them, and let's see if we can now do a quarry twice as fast. It's struggling a little bit on the power, but I think it should be okay. I think that's just a visual thing. Let's right-click it. Successful. Successful. Awesome. Now, the only kind of weird thing is this one starts here. That doesn't seem to be bottlenecking really at all. It's going through super fast. I'm digging that. And then this one over here is going to be going 500 blocks in this direction. I probably should cut out just because we're getting short on time. Let's just see. Yeah, cut out real quick. All right, this is kind of weird. So this second one, I don't know if it's just not recognizing one of the upgrades or what's going on, but it started here and then it stopped. Now, I don't know why that is. Maybe we can't share the upgrades. That would have been so cool if we could. All right, we're back. Let's look at the two. All right, this one is not moving. How's this one doing? But this one is moving. So what is it? Is it just now that one stopped and that one's moving? And that one's moving? No, but this stopped. You know what? I don't know what's going on. It's possible back at the base could be the problem. We have an ender porter to get back here real quick if we need to. But I don't know what the problem is. I don't know, guys. Let's also just look at the chunk thing. Am I on any weird? No, it's all in the same chunk border. Yeah, so that's definitely not the problem. Let's pop back over to base. Let's just see what's going on. Let's see. If our power's okay, and then if where the items and the fluids going, it also could be the fluids causing problems, but it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like that's the problem. There's glass there. The power, definitely not the problem. Definitely not the problem. All right, so then what else could it be? What else could it be? Let's see how our items are doing. Let's see. So all of our items are going through the ore converter. Where do I have that? It's right here. And the ore converter's gone. That would have to be what the problem is. I didn't think there was any mods removed. This is kind of weird. In the update file, it didn't say any mods were removed. So why is that ore converter removed? That is bizarre. That is bizarre. Hold on, guys. We'll be right back. All right. So it doesn't look like that mod ore converters is around anymore. I don't see it in the list. I don't know if that was intentional or not. But what I am noticing is that it almost looks like all the ores that were put through, I think that they are now, like, it's almost like the whole world was ore converted to the way that we want it anyway, so maybe it's just not needed anymore. That could definitely be. That could definitely be. Because of that, though, this does make our system a little bit easier. I suppose we can actually just throw this tesseract. Let's see. Let's pick this guy up. And that's why they stopped. That's why the quarries stopped, because when there's nowhere for items to go with the ender quarries, they stop pumping, which is really good. It's only bad if you were to have like a BuildCraft quarry or something like that, you'd run into problems. But this whole setup was simply for the ore converters. So if that's not a thing, I can just, yeah, there's a lot of things I can do. But for now, I'm just going to throw that guy there so it's a little out of place so that I remember. And there's a couple, Slipgator seems like he's running into a lot of problems. I haven't noticed too much. Why are some... Don't know. I do not know, but let's see if this fixes it. I'm pretty sure this will be run fine now, though, as soon as we have a place for everything to go. All right, yes, and it's going. Everything's looking good. Let's just go check that other hole as well. Oh, baby. It's a going. It's a going. And does this one look just as fast? Oh, man. This is craziness. I love this new power. Like, the quarry's not requiring so much power, because now we have 3 ender quarries running at speed 3, at max speed. This is crazy, and we can share those upgrades. So this means this, before when you guys were telling me it takes about 5 days at max power to clear out 1,000 by 1,000 area, if we have 2 of them doing that space, it really should only take, what, 2.5 days? That's not bad. That is absolutely amazing. I'm digging this. It's mostly the upgrades and extra utilities, but we'll see. We will get to... I wanted to be able to spend a full episode on the mechanism, just because it's a lot of stuff there. It's a lot of stuff, and it's going to take me a while. I'm going to get to working on it right now, but you should expect... as long as nothing else crazy comes up, we should expect that for the next episode. I apologize, guys, that we didn't get to it today, but I didn't know there was going to be an update today. So, hey. Anyway, guys, thank you oh so much for watching. Don't forget, help me out in the comments. Let me know about any other cool updates or things from the video or just in general about the mod pack I should know, because I only visually went through what the updates were, going through the lists like this. I didn't actually look through anything else. So if there's anything else I should know, let me know, because, you know, I'm always down for cool new stuff. Let me know about the mechanism if that is going to be something that affects me. I guess I'll find out myself, but let me know too if what's going on with that as far as the changes. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can be first to watch the episodes. Yeah. And thank you, everyone, all you new guys out there. I get hundreds of new people a day that come to watch the videos, and I forget that. So welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much. I love you all. This really has been one of my favorite series I've ever done on the channel, whether it be modded, vanilla, or anything. And it's so much to do with you guys just being such good viewers, commentators, and everything. The support you've shown me. I want to say thank you. Anyway, as always, don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And peace out. I forgot to change my wings again. Dang it. We'll do it next time.